Stephen Harper also spoke today about how much Canada does in terms of refugees, and he repeated that Canada is a leader in the world. We asked our Adrienne Arsenault to drill down on the numbers. Adrienne?
There was a lot of emotion today, and in the midst of that emotion, politicians said a lot of things. Certainly Stephen Harper did. So let's have a listen to one particular statement of his.
Our country has the most generous immigration and refugee system in the world. We admit per capita more people than any other.
Those are strong words, and they're actually due for a closer look. Firstly, he lumped in immigrants and refugees, but those are two very different realities. Canada does accept a lot of economic immigrants, some 165,000 last year. Those are basically people trying to better their lives, not save their lives like refugees. And refugees make up less than 10% of the people accepted into Canada. And that number of people granted refugee status in Canada is actually down from 35,000 in 2005 to just over 23,000 in 2014. But the basic impression, it seems, Harper was trying to leave was about the outsized scale of Canada's generosity, particularly towards people in urgent need. Is that true? What do the hard numbers actually reveal? It's far from clear. When the United Nations counts the number of refugees who've been permanently resettled in countries around the world, it's the United States that accepts the most. It took in 73,000 last year. Canada took in just over 12,000. That actually suggests that Canada has a very high ranking globally, in the number 2 position. But that's not the whole story. Canada's laws changed a few years ago. They made it harder for people to apply for and get asylum in this country. So when the United Nations now looks at how countries handle asylum seekers, Canada's position drops significantly. Have a look at the UN's chart. A few years ago, Canada was ranked number 5 out of the world's top 15 recipients of asylum seekers. But in 2014, Canada slipped down to the number 15 spot. Remember, Stephen Harper says that Canada admitted more people per capita than any other. Well, if you're talking about how a country handles asylum seekers, then the UN says that Canada isn't in the top spot per capita. Sweden is. In fact, Canada doesn't even make it to the top 10.
Thanks so much, Adrienne. Adrienne Arsenault.